Alright guys, what's up? So I did a video earlier today talking about something really, well, kind of stupid, not really one of the things I used to give a fuck about. And yes, I am wearing three teams. Canes, cursing the Dolphins, and Bears. But then again, this team's cursed to fucking begin with, but I ain't gonna talk about that shit right now for my mental health. Anyway, I want to talk about something I covered earlier. It's really springboarding into the real topic, but the Melanie Mac video that I kind of covered, I watched a few minutes of it and I just thought, holy shit, you have this many bad takes in a few minutes of this god-awful review. I can only imagine watching the full 15 minutes of that shit. But we're not going to go off on her. Out of respect for Mac, I can't keep ripping on his girl. I really didn't rip on her that hard. I just said the video was stupid. I don't really have anything personal against the chick. Girl, make your money. Pander to these fools. They give you money because you are attractive and say the damn shit that they want to hear. You do you. You make that money. But no, I did want to talk about this entitlement because something was said. Something was said in that video that really sparked the whole thing for me. It really hit me with clarity, like, oh my God. You motherfuckers feel as though you have to be subjected to watching these things. Now, there were some comments on that video. Now, most of the comments were brain dead stupid. Not going to lie, I lost brain cells having to read those idiots. Again, when you put a bunch of stupid, horny kids in a comment section that want to act like they are politically sound, it's not going to turn out well. But what happened, right? So I go in there, right? And I'm reading this shit. I'm just reading this shit, and I'm going, man, the biggest common theme in here is that you guys feel as though you were forced. There was one comment that really was good. I mean, it was a stupid ass comment. I mean, in the sense of like, oh, I guess this is like saying, oh, ever since Black Widow, they've just been saying fuck men, which is like, no, you're a dumbass and you can't. I don't know, man. I'm not sensitive like that. I mean, you guys like are sensitive. Maybe you're, I don't know, you just seem like bleeding heart type motherfuckers, but I don't care about it like that. I don't see it like that. And if they're saying fuck men, then damn, fuck men. I'm in. I mean, at this fucking point, who gives a shit? I don't even like men. I hate all you motherfuckers. You're all a bunch of weirdos. But one thing that got me was this. Oh, we were subjected to this. Like she said, we were subjected to this show. I'm thinking, who told you to watch this show? If by episode 3 that you still thought that you had to watch this show, A, you didn't, and B, whose fault is that? You know, it's this idea that you guys should feel as though we should feel bad for you because you had to endure something so terrible. No, you watched this show. No one told you to watch this show. No one. If you have not figured out by now that these shows are not going to change and Marvel's going to keep building to Secret Wars, which by the way, in like 2 to 3 fucking years, you all are going to look so fucking stupid for the complaints that you've had about Marvel because you have no idea what this phase is about. It's a slow burn, slow build to the eventual. I'm sorry, that wasn't a good enough clap. Boom. That's the whole point. But you guys wouldn't get that because I'm talking to a bunch of goddamn idiots that believe in buzzwords instead of actual thought or ideas or creative or anything. These people wouldn't understand writing if I fucking wrote them the words, you're a dumbass. They still wouldn't understand. But the thing that really strikes the fuck out of me in all this is, man, the entitlement is at an all-time high. My God, I was right. A lot of people did not like my video about entitlement. You guys bitched at it, cried about it, you know, made political shit about it. I don't know why you thought that was political. Again, just what an idiot would do. Anyone that makes every issue political is not intelligent enough to actually dispute the actual problem. So I automatically knew where that was going. You guys whined about it. I guess only proving my point about entitlement. You think you're entitled to actually feel like you're entitled. It's hilarious. You are only it's like you didn't realize that my point was meta in that sense, that you're gonna keep proving that point if you bitch about it. But because those idiots bitched about it, and here I am, more right than I've ever been. Entitlement. You're not entitled to Marvel writing the way you want it to be written. You can only choose to watch or not watch. But you people, I guess you think that this is just like, oh, wow, this should be for... Listen, I said this. This show is clearly not my humor and not for me. But I have to accept that and just roll with it. I kept watching because I wanted to cover it, and I did think there were some bright spots on it. It's not that bad. But because people like to play on this ridiculous idea that they think that they're hurting Disney with their bitch-ass complaints, let me make this very clear. You know you guys are actually the minority. Sorry, there's dust trying to blow my eyes right now. You know you're the minority, right? Let me make this very clear. You're the minority. Here's the majority. They do not give a fuck about wokeness or anti-wokeness. They don't care about whether there's too many black people in a movie versus white people. They don't care about the lead's fucking tweet history, about the lead actor or actress's tweet history in regards to COVID-19. They also don't really give a flying fuck if a goddamn director or... Well, yeah, director. I was going to say directress. That'd be a sexy term, but no, that doesn't actually make any sense. They don't care if the director said, oh, we're going to talk about black people and their struggles and blah, blah. They don't care. The general audience cares for one thing only. Is it entertaining? There. I just solved every issue here. Geeks and Gamers, Melanie Mac, and you guys are really making up a minority and sect of people that really don't cover 7 billion other motherfuckers. There's 7 billion people in this country. Do you really think for a goddamn second that everyone thinks like you idiots? Good or bad. No one thinks like lefty SJWs in this country that much, and no one thinks like you fucking retards. Do you understand why? Because ain't nobody got the time for that shit. Guys, I've been working. Like, for the last few weeks, I've been working. Working my ass off. Full ass. 5 days a week, bitch. About to be 6 days next week. I don't even have half the time to actually get into the minutia of these ridiculous debates over nonsensical nonsense that this entails. Because holy shit, I actually have a life and things I gotta care about. And money. You guys are out here entitled as fuck, and this is your biggest problem? That Disney made a show you didn't like? You didn't have to watch She-Hulk. Do I agree the show was great? No, that show had potential and it blew it. Jessica Gao is one of the most frustrating writers I've possibly ever encountered in the history of this fucking industry. Because holy shit, woman, can you actually like write your shit coherently? I get your points, but my God, can you write them more coherently? But this show proved one thing. Marvel's self-aware of your complaints. They just don't give a shit. And that's what they're trying to tell you. That you guys are nothing more than content to them. That's the pecking order. See, here's how it works. There's Disney and Hollywood and all the ones looking down on us animals and shit. You know, that affects all of us. Then there's the fucking YouTube crowd pulling in Hollywood's excrement on their face. On their face. All over their face. And just peddling it for content. Then there's people like me, or I don't really count myself in this group, but then there's people like Max or all, who are trying to get these idiots with excrement on their face, and then they're taking their excrement. It's a fucking vicious cycle. There's Xander Hall over there taking the jizz of Jeremy. It's really cringe. And then there's me. On the sideline watching all of it as you idiots fight for the same fucking fight for the inevitable fucking just void. It's a void. You're fighting a void. And listen, these content creators are getting what they want. They want the money off of this dumb shit. The fans, though, these supporters who actually believe in this stupidity for some goddamn reason, you're the ones suffering and wasting your lives trying to manipulate or force people into believing that you're right. And I'm here to tell you right now, the general audience does not care about SJWs. They do not care about you. The general audience is not going to Wakanda forever giving two flying fucks about whether Geeks and Gamers hates this movie or not. I know I'm not. Nothing these guys say affects me anymore. I'll call it stupid or make fun of it, but it doesn't emotionally affect me. Because I realized something. Disney basically just told you, we're going to do what the fuck we want, and if you got a problem with it, Well, go fuck yourself, because we already labeled you a bunch of losers anyway. I mean, that's the saddest thing to be told. But you guys have told the smaller YouTubers who criticize you the same thing. So that's how the pecking order works. And at the end of the day, for me, it is what it is. But I wanted to make this video to kind of give you guys this sad narrative breakdown. This is how stupid the culture war really is. A bunch of idiot losers fighting over the crumbs of Hollywood. Wow.